guys, this is your boy Jewish Kid 92 here. I'm here to do a Blue Eyes deck profile for you guys. I'm sorry I haven't been on my channel. I haven't uploaded a lot of videos. I haven't uploaded videos in a long time. I've been just going through a lot of stuff, and I've been trying to help. A friend of mine has been trying to start up a team and a YouTube channel. He's been trying to sponsor players from Illinois and from Wisconsin. And we were trying to get a friend of mine, my friend and I, we were trying to get the YouTube channel started and get going on that. We don't know if it's going to completely hit off or not, but if it does, you know, that's going to be like my main focus for the channel. I'll probably be stopped doing channel videos on this channel, but for now, until further notice, once that happens officially, I'll make a video on this channel stating, you know, whether or not I'm do videos or not still. But as of right now, I will be doing videos. So, for those of you guys that want to play Blue Eyes, this is a deck profile for you guys. I've been playtesting this deck a while. To be honest with you guys, like, this deck is actually probably like if not the best deck. It sure is a great deck to compete against everything in the game right now, even without a ban list. It's great against like the Pendulums and Cosmo and all that, etc. But I'll probably be playing something totally different come November. There's like about 4 or 5 decks I want to play by November, but they won't be complete until then. I will do deck profiles on all 4 or 5 of those decks for you guys. So without further ado, let's get into it. I'm sorry for that long intro. 3 alternative, because we're not playing Blue Eyes without alternative. 3 OG Blue Eyes. 3 Sage, pretty standard. 3 Ancient Stone, also standard. Here's something different. I main deck 3 Max E. I'll get into the reasons why I did it as soon as I'm done. 2 Dragon Spirit, 1 Stone, and 1 Stone of Legend, or people can call it OG Stone, and then 1 Effect Veiler. 3 trade-ins, 3 Gospel, 3 Ravine, 2 Twin Twister, 2 Cards of Consonance, 2 Silver's Cry, 2 Melodies, 2 Dragon Shrines, and Upstart and Soul Charge. There's 0 traps in this deck. It's 40 cards, all spells and all monsters. Spell and monsters, that's it. No traps. For the extra deck, the 1 Lancelot, the 1 Felgran, number 46 Dragolon, and number 38 107 Tachyon, the Dark Matter, Moonlight, Michael, Stardust Spark, Crystal, 2 Azure Eyes, 2 Spirit, and the 1 Twin Burst. 3 Gamma Seal, the destroy your opponent's boards, 3 Musketeers, I guess, right here. These cards are still really good. I'd rather side them, though. 2 System Down, because Cosmo's still a thing, and ABC is somewhat of a thing. 1 Twin Twister, 3 Full House, because Demise decks are still a thing, and 3 Anti-Spell, because Pendulums are still a thing. That was my side deck. So I'll tell you guys why I made my card choices. Now, for the main deck, my card choices, the reason why, for those of you guys that might be wondering why I don't play any traps, because traps are too slow for this deck. This deck just, traps don't do anything to, establish a board for you, and the deck itself has a bunch of power that can just get over almost anything that, that this deck might struggle against. So really all I need to do is, like, play the 2 Twin Twister in the main to out, like, problematic back row cards, like Floodgate Trap Hole and Vanity's Emptiness type of thing. I play, for those of you guys that might be wondering why I don't play Maiden, Maiden and Master, they're decent cards. But I just think that those cards are just way too slow for how the deck should get played. And I just think like there was at one point I play tested the deck and there was just multiple times I just realized I'm just like Maiden and I used to even play the Felgrand monsters as well in that build, and it just seemed like all that stuff just seemed more bricky than anything else. And so like I knew that this deck already had a bunch of power. It like Blue Eyes just has power itself. And for those of you guys that know how building a deck works, there's three categories: power, consistency, and speed for a deck build. And I feel like Blue Eyes, they already had plenty of power, so all I had to do was work on consistency and speed. And so I didn't really and Maiden wasn't a consistency card at all. Yeah, I can make a board with Sage, but then I need to draw specifically Sage and a Maiden for it to work, or find a way to get Master to Graveyard for, Maiden to work. And either way, it wasn't good enough, so I cut them out. And also against the mirror match, Maxis are just really, really powerful, so I put the Maxis in place of them. Because at one point I just played 2 Maiden, so I just cut that all out. I decided to play 2 Cards of Consonance because Cards of Consonance is one of the few. It's one of the only few cards that can fix your bricky hands if you draw too many stones. Cards of Consonance is the best thing to get. So you still need to play it. I mean, I've been playtesting this deck a lot. This build just seems really solid. There's no, if you do brick with this, even when I bricked with this build, I just won. One of my worst bricks was I just drew all spells, and they had no way to get to monsters, and then I ended up later on I drew into a monster, and then just at that point I draw into Ravine or I draw into Dragon Shrine. There's so many cards that can just set you up completely. Just a one card that can just completely set you up. And if you draw multiple Gospels or Silver's Cries, and you draw a Dragon Shrine or a Dragon's Ravine, you just win at that point, because now you just have so much advantage against your opponent, because now you have that many Monster Borns. So it's really good. And I've bricked one game out of 9 matches. So, I mean, it works. It works really well. And, every time I resolve the effect failure against almost any matchup, even Cosmo, if I resolve effect failure on them, Cosmo just auto-lost. And for, the side deck, I still play for those of you, I still play the 3 Full House, because, Demise decks are still played a lot. So, I don't want to lose to a crap ton of back row, and also, now that Floodgate Trap Hole is legal, people are gonna be playing that card too. So I just I don't want to summon something, get it booked down, put face down, and I can't change its battle position. So I'll just I rather just play full houses to out back row in general. Also I side these going first against Pendulums, because Pendulums they just I don't know, they can open up the nuts and then just kill you, and I don't like to just auto lose. So that's pretty much that. Also I play the 3 Gamma-Seal because he's a level 8. So if I side them in and then I draw too many, I can trade in one of them to draw 2 cards. So that's also really good too. It has synergy with the deck somewhat. And also it just outs Kieran, and it's a 22. So they're with Blue Eyes, I could just give them a Gamma-Seal, take tribute Kieran, give them a Gamma-Seal, and then just go for game, because now they have no way to stop me. Not, this is only 22, so I can just run it over and just win the game. The deck just pushes in so much damage. Almost everything is just 2,500 or 3,000. So yeah, that's also the extra deck. I'll tell you real quick. I don't want this video going on too long for you guys, but I don't play the other Galaxy guys because the game's usually over. If I resolve Dark Matter, the game usually ends. Either I win or lose that game anyway, and I just don't see the point in there's the extra deck is really tight, and there's everything in here you need anyway, and it's just there's no way to fit the other guys in there, and they don't do anything. Tachyon does something, and there's either times where I either use Tachyon's effect and win the game, or I use Dark Matter's effect and win the game. Like, I never really have to use Tachyon's effect, but it does, you know, at least I know I have another monster that does have a well of enough effect to be used. Felgrand's also really good. Like, if you can only make one rank 8, you know, Felgrand's a really good card to go into. Also, Lancelot. I know a lot of people aren't playing this card, but I couldn't bring myself to cut him against like demise decks, especially like just trap decks in general. And I want to push in some damage, or like, you know, my opponent has like a lot of on board. I can just, you know, hit him for 2,000 directly. This thing literally can negate any card like spell trap or monster effect. So, you know, like, especially with everyone playing, like, Demise decks playing Mirror Force cards, you know, Lancelot, it's a mandatory effect, so do know that. It's a mandatory effect, so it can screw you up, but if you play it right, you can just go for game. So, like, that's really, you know, that's really relevant. The Twin Burst, you know, he's come up many times for me, but, yeah, that's pretty much my deck profile. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later. Thank you.